Hello, I'm Zan and it's Monday here on Diary of a Gender Fluid. So last week I talked about how I hadn't come out to my professors, except for the one in one of my Women in Gender Studies classes that asked for name and pronouns, but now I actually do have more to say on the topic. So for my Women in Lit class, we were being asked what we think it would be like to be a different gender for a day. And she was asking for everyone's personal opinion, and we were also talking about the differences between men and women and what they did to get ready for the day or get ready for a night out. And everyone was saying really stereotypical stuff like women have to wake up an hour earlier, then they want to leave the house because they have to do their makeup and their hair, and men can just roll out of bed and go to class. And then another woman in the class was like, that's not true for everybody. I just roll out of bed and go to class. I don't care what I look like. And the professor was like, well, you do on some level. And she was like, sure. But it was interesting. Being gender fluid and having a day in which I feel really masculine and I pass as male, it is a different experience. And I could have talked about that in class, but I didn't want to freak people out, so I didn't. But I did mention that most of my friends are gender nonconforming, and that the stereotypes between men and women are so mixed together and muddled within my friend group that you can't tell it apart anymore. Everyone just has their own little routine and none of it has to do with their gender. Then at the end of class, she was going around picking up our little name tag things that we have on our desk for her to help memorize our names. The professor came up to me and said, I should ask, what pronouns do you prefer? And I was really nervous, but also excited that she asked. I was just kind of looked down and said, I use they. And then she was like, okay. And then I just couldn't stop smiling because she had actually asked me for my pronouns instead of just, sorry, Heather is being really, really needy. He is my Heather baby. Yeah. Yes, I know. I will give you the love. Yeah. And then after she finished picking up the name tag, she said to the class, if anyone has any pronouns they prefer other than he and she, just let me know. So that was another one of my Women in Gender Studies classes, and I wonder if now she's gonna ask for name and pronouns, if that's gonna be a thing that she does at the beginning of the semester for classes. I don't know. I don't know if she's ever had a gender nonconforming student before. But she knows about us because she asked for my pronouns, so that's interesting. And then I'm really excited to see what happens next time in class, if she's gonna ask for people's name and pronouns at all, and if she's gonna use my pronouns correctly. It's really exciting, and it just feels really validating and great that I can just exist with everyone else and just be another person with a different set of pronouns who's a different person than, the person next to me, because that's how it's supposed to be. We're all individuals. So why are we all treated differently depending on the box that people look at us and then put us in immediately in their head? So I'm really, really excited to not be inside that woman box anymore in that class. Because she would make remarks like, good morning, ladies, and I forgot the name of the one guy in the class, but she would say his name, and I would just be like, not a lady. But yeah, I'm excited. So I guess I'll let you know how that goes. Anyway, I'm Zan, and I'll see you next Monday.